welcome. Just do some standing poses. So firstly, coming into Tadasana, grounding down through your feet, drawing up through the crown of your head. So just start from the soles of your feet and gently scan through your body, bringing your muscles and your body into alignment, activating, hugging the muscles onto the bones, grounding down through the soles of your feet and drawing up through the crown of your head. And feel that sense of steadiness. Each breath bringing a little more space into your body. Let's begin with an easy balance. So bring your hands up to your heart, touch your palms together, relax the arms, the elbows, the shoulders. And let's gently and subtly take the weight into the right foot. Bend the left knee and bring the left foot and shin across the standing leg, toes pointing down. Now, if you can balance like this, stay like this. Make sure your gaze is fixed. Alternatively, you can touch your toenails to the floor if you need a little bit of help. Have a chair perhaps in front of you if you think you're worried about falling. Alternatively, you can bring your foot to the inside of your ankle or perhaps onto your calf if that feels steadier for you. So take your preferred position. Gaze is fixed, breath is steady, and notice the muscles just tweaking and changing to keep you steady in this pose. And notice your thoughts. If you start to be critical of yourself or get frustrated, you'll notice that your balance will get worse, not better. So just calmly focus on your breath. And then take that left foot down. Bring your arms down by your side. Come back to Tadasana. Ground down through both feet. And then bring your hands up again. Take all the weight into that left leg. And then taking the position that is going to suit your balance this morning. And again, remember, if you want to have a chair in front of you, you can just gently touch the fingertips to the chair. If you're feeling a little unsteady, don't risk falling. It's really important to practice our balancing, and if you're a bit wobbly and you need to, and it's just a light pressure through your hands so that at any point you can just take your hands off, test yourself, touch again as you need to on the chair. Gaze is fixed. So if your eyes are darting around the place, your balance will be much less steady. And then gently take that foot back down, arms down by your side in Tadasana. And just be aware of your breath. So throughout your practice, just bring your attention to that flow of your breath in and out of your body. If you're able to move into your full yogic breath, or perhaps your Ujjayi breath if you're familiar with it, then do so. But always observing that you're letting the breath flow in and out, not holding your breath. Especially when you're concentrating, that's when you tend to find yourself holding your breath. So come toward the front of your space, feet together if you're not already there, hands to your heart. We're going to step our feet wide apart on the long edge of our mat. And bring your feet so that they are parallel. Breathe in, bring your arms up. So press down through your feet and work your legs as if you're trying to slide your feet together. Reach through your fingertips so you're engaging through your triceps, the muscles in the underside of your arm. So you can just have your arms hanging here and not working very much, or use the opportunity to engage those tricep muscles by reaching through your fingertips. Breathe in. As you breathe out, let's drop the left hand down onto the thigh And bring the right arm up. Turn the palm to face the front of your mat, or the long side front. You can turn your head and look up along your arm, along your thumb. If that's too strong through your neck, you might just modify that and perhaps look up at the ceiling wall joint. So it's important that you just slide your hand down your leg to where you can come without folding forward. So to bring your hand a long way down, it might mean that your hip and your shoulder are coming forward. So that's not necessary. It's just to bring your hand to wherever you can reach and get a stretch through this upper side of your body. And breathe in, come up. Just check your alignment again, feet are parallel, shoulders drawing down your back, nice broad collarbones. Breathe in, lengthen through the crown, breath out, coming the other way. Every breath, lengthening into the side of your body. And breathe in, come up. So now we're going to take the right heel back a little toward the short edge of your mat and turn the left toes all the way around. So you're in your Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2 stance. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bend that front knee, sinking down into Virabhadrasana 2. Just glance down, make sure that front knee is tracking towards your toes. You might glance back, make sure you haven't left behind that back arm. Looking into the back foot, pressing into the front foot. Breathe in, straighten that front knee, and your feet back so they're parallel. And we'll go the other way. So just as you're ready, take one heel back, the other toes all the way around. Breathe in, breathe out, dropping down. Now, if you need to modify your arms, if you've got shoulder issues, so if you've got sore shoulders or working with an injury, you might bring your hands to your waist. Just because they're feeling a little bit tired, see if you can at least extend yourself one breath. You might be surprised. Even when your arms are saying, I'm really tired, you might be able to hold them there for another breath or two. Keep drawing that back hip back and around. Opening the front of your body to the long side of your mat. And breathe in, straighten the front leg and bring your feet back around so they're parallel. So we'll move into our extended side angle. So bring your feet back into that same stance. Bring your arms up. So there's a couple of versions here. I'll show them all to you and you can decide which one works best for you. Breathe in, breathe out. So we're coming down into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. With all the weight's going into your toes, just sneak your feet forward a little using your toes. So first part of the pose. Now you might come into all of these and then decide where you stop, where you're comfortable. So bring your forearm onto the thigh, the fleshy part of the forearm. The top hand, the right hand comes onto your sacral plate. Look at this top shoulder so that you're reminding yourself to open the hip and the shoulder, the front of the body, rather than curling forward. Now you can keep your hand there or you can bring your arm up. Depends on your shoulder. You can also keep your forearm where it is, or you might bring it down inside your leg. That helps you to keep that knee back rather than rolling in. Or bring your hand back behind your leg. Dropping down in the hip and at the same time pushing into that front foot. And breathe in, come up into the warrior stance, then straighten your leg, bring your feet back around so they're parallel, and then take the right toes toward the short edge and the left heel back toward the short edge, coming into your warrior stance again. Breathe in, breathe out, bend that front knee. And again, you decide which version of this pose you might come into. It's going to depend a little on the flexibility in your hips and your shoulders. So for me, I normally have a little small block for my hand when I go the other way. On this side, I can get my hand flat on the floor, and it's much more stable if you can have your hand flat. So if you're working on your fingertips like I was on the other side, you're much better to have a block. If you haven't got a block at home, it might be a book. And breathe in, lifting up, and then straighten that front leg and come back around, feet parallel, arms up, and bring your arms back down. You can walk your feet back together, heel toe, bring your feet back together, coming back into Tadasana. Come into our standing forward bend, Uttanasana, to finish. So remember, with this pose, if you've got strain in your back, you're better to have a little bend, even if it's just a micro bend in your knees. If you need a big bend, then you have a big bend. But then eventually we work on straightening the legs. So see how it feels for you, and just try and sink into the pose and work with adjusting it and finding what works for you. So you get a stretch through the back of the legs that allows you to keep your back relaxed. Breathing in, bring your arms up. And again, modify your arm movements as you need to. As you breathe out, hinge forward. So the movement happens at the hips. Come forward, drop your hands down, take your fingers around the back, thumbs on the front. Anchor yourself. Now it might be up near your knees, it might be up on your thighs, but hold somewhere to anchor yourself. Bring your chest forward and keep your head in line with your spine to begin with. Elbows point out if you've got a little bit of room there. Every breath in, lengthening through your spine. Every breath out, drawing your chest towards your thighs again. Gently lift your kneecaps up so you get engagement through the quadriceps, the front of the thighs, and the length through the hamstrings. 3 more full breaths here. Then release your hands, breath in, press into your feet, lift all the way up, and breath out, arms down by your side. Thank you. Namaste.